Turns out, my husband has the same problem at work and at home. I've been home with our kids for 8 years now, and let me tell you, 5 kids is basically running a small army. We have the 3 siblings we adopted 4 years ago. They're 7, 5, and 4 now. Then we have our 3-year-old who still thinks the toilet is optional, and our baby who's 10 months old and believes sleep is for the weak. My husband is a neurosurgeon who works 80-hour weeks, which means he sees the kids awake maybe twice a week if we're lucky. Last Monday, though, he comes home at noon looking stressed. Says he's on administrative leave pending some investigation at the hospital. Won't tell me what it's about. Just keeps saying it's political nonsense and he'll be cleared soon. But here's where things get interesting. After 3 days of sitting on the couch scrolling his phone, my husband suddenly sits up and says he's got the perfect solution. You're always talking about missing your marketing job, right? Well, I'm home now doing nothing. You go back to work? I'll watch the kids. It's perfect timing. I almost choke on my coffee. Babe, you've never changed the baby's diaper. Not once in 10 months. He waves his hand like I'm being dramatic. I perform brain surgery. I think I can handle some children's bodily functions. I try explaining the daily routine I keep, but he interrupts me. Honey, I went to medical school. I can figure out a basic schedule. How hard can it be? Trust me, okay? Famous last words, right? I leave him a color-coded schedule on the fridge and pre-made lunches with each kid's name. He practically pushes me out the door as I tell him, remember, the baby eats every 2 hours, and whatever you do, don't give any of them strawberries because the door slams shut in my face. The first text comes at 9:47 a.m. while I'm in my first meeting in 8 years. The baby won't stop crying even though I fed him. I text back asking if he burped him. 20 minutes of silence, then just, oh. At 10:15, another text. One of them had an accident. You didn't mention he needs pull-ups. I remind him they're in the bathroom. 11 a.m., the school calls me, not him. Mrs. Johnson, your child hasn't been picked up from preschool. My husband forgot him completely. 12:30, he sends a photo of the kitchen. There's baby food on the ceiling. He asks, where's our ladder? 2 p.m. Why didn't you tell me there are 2 different pickup times? 3:30. They're saying Thursday is library day. Books were due. There's a fine now. How do I pay it? 4 p.m. What do you mean there's therapy today? Meanwhile, I'm actually crushing it at work. My old boss is thrilled I'm back. Says my presentation was exactly what they needed. I'm drinking hot coffee and having adult conversations. When I get home at 5:30, however, I walk into complete chaos. My husband is on the couch holding the crying baby, while the 3-year-old runs around completely naked. The older kids are eating dry cereal straight from the box for dinner. I tried making spaghetti, but the baby wouldn't stop screaming, and that one took his diaper off and rubbed poop on. The house smells like a sewer. I ask him, did you put the dirty diaper in the kitchen trash? He nods. The 7-year-old pulls me aside and whispers that dad forgot to give him his anxiety medicine after school. The baby has the beginning of diaper rash because my husband only changed him once. At the hospital, we have nurses for the basic stuff. I do the complex procedures, he says defensively. Well, these are the basic procedures of parenting that you have to do now, I tell him. After I get all 5 kids bathed and in bed, alone, because he needed to decompress, we sit at the kitchen table. He's holding his head in his hands. I can't do this. You make it look so easy, but it's impossible. He starts listing everything he didn't know. He didn't know the therapist's name, didn't know who takes medication, had no idea 2 of them are allergic to strawberries. I thought I was being a good father by working hard and providing financially, he says quietly, but I don't even know my own kids. I ask him what's really happening with the investigation. He goes silent for a long moment. A patient complained that I was dismissive, said I didn't listen to her concerns about her child's symptoms. I told her she was overreacting. He looks up at me, just like I told you this would be easy. The next morning, he follows me around taking notes on his phone. Triangle toast, not squares. Got it? When the baby reaches for him for the first time that afternoon, he actually tears up.